What's up, fight fans? Thank you as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, so I've just got round to watching pound for pound #1 Vasyl Lomachenko and his victory over Jose Pedraza. And man, he clearly is pound for pound #1, right? I mean, there's him and there's actually a gap now. And I don't mean to be disrespectful to fans of Terence Crawford and Usyk and I don't know who else you got in there, Canelo, but there's actually a gap between him and the rest. He's that bloody good. And I really wanted to see how he performed after the shoulder surgery. Remember, he had that shoulder surgery straight after the Jorge Linares fight, which was what, May? So it's not been too long out of the ring. Normally it's a kind of 10-month, a year rehab. He's come back pretty quick. And I wanted to see if the sharpness was still there. When you think of boxers that have had shoulder surgery, I feel like they lack something in their comeback fights. And I'm talking the likes of James DeGale, former pound for pound #1, Andre Ward, David Haye. They lack that sharpness. And I think, watching the fight, I think he lacked a bit of sharpness as well. I think he kind of held back on throwing that right hand just a little bit. And you would, right? Psychologically, you know the kind of surgery you've been through, you know the rehab you've been through. You are going to hold back just a little bit. But when he turned it up, fuck me, did he turn it up. If you've not watched the fight, it's your usual Lomachenko move, hit, don't get hit type performance. But go and watch round 11. He hurts Pedraza, who I thought was doing really good, by the way. He hurts Pedraza. But it's not the fact that he hurt Pedraza, it's the assault after he hurt him. It literally is about a minute of punches coming from every single angle. It's almost as though he's gone into his book of punches and said, you know what, I'm gonna bring out you, and literally just full on assault. And it's weird for me because when I watch fighters get fighters in trouble and they try and get him out there, there's almost no skill to it, right? It's almost a case of just, I'm gonna throw and something's gotta land or the referee's gotta come in and stop this. When Lomachenko gets you hurt, again, just go and watch round 11. It literally is just beautiful to see. He must throw, I'm going to guess, I didn't count, but I'm going to say he threw about, in that little minute burst, 40 punches. And I think about 35 of them connected. And I'm not just talking head. He went head, body, chest. He literally went everywhere. And it was just, I don't know how Pedraza stood up. Pedraza eventually went down, then went down again, I think with like 15 seconds left of the round. And I think if there was another 20 seconds left, I think Loma would have got him out of there. But congratulations to Pedraza, because I thought it was a good performance from him. I really do. I think it was a good performance from Pedraza. Remember, he's only lost once, and that was at super featherweight to Gervonta Davis. No shame in that. Gervonta Davis at super featherweight is very, very dangerous, very strong, and can hit like a tank, hence the nickname. So no shame in that loss, and no shame in this loss as well. He'll come again. For Lomachenko, I guess it's a case of what's next, right? What's next for Lomachenko in 2019? Look, the fight we all want is Mikey Garcia, right? Mikey Garcia at 135 pounds will just be a super fight, an epic super fight. But obviously, Mikey Garcia's got that fight with Errol Spence at 147. And I don't know if Mikey Garcia can come back down to 135 pounds going up to 147. This fluctuation with weight isn't good. So I think Mikey Garcia, after the Errol Spence fight, which I think he will lose, will probably go down to 140. I just can't see him coming back down to 135 pounds. I just can't. I think it's too much on the body. So I think that fight could be actually dead in the water. So in the meantime, I think a fight against Anthony Crolla makes sense. I know it's not the fight we want, but I think it's a fight that makes sense. And for Lomachenko, I think he likes the idea of fighting in the UK, right? He's been to a couple of UK fights. He was at Wembley. He likes the atmosphere. And I think UK fans can fill any arena for Lomachenko. I really do. I think we're talking the MEN arena, 20,000. Against Crolla, it will sell out in seconds. I still feel like us UK fans appreciate the big names more than the Americans do. I really do. I don't know what the attendance was for Lomachenko yesterday, but Lomachenko could fight in the UK and he could get 7 or 8 times that attendance easily. That's how much we appreciate him here in the UK. So I think Lomachenko versus Crolla makes sense. In the interim, what I would really like to see in 2019, if it's not going to be Mikey Garcia, which I don't think it's going to be, is Gervonta Davis versus Vasyl Lomachenko. Look, I think Lomachenko beats him, but Gervonta Davis can punch. He has that equalizer, and he's a good boxer as well. I mean, forget all the bullshit he does outside the ring. When he's in the ring, this guy is a very decent boxer. And I think it's a super fight in the US. I think it's a pay-per-view fight. So that's the fight I want to see late 2019. But if we're talking about a fight now, I think Anthony Crolla in, what are we now, December? March or May, either side of Anthony Joshua versus whoever at Wembley. makes sense. Emmy and Arena, 20,000. Eddie Hearn obviously chuck it on pay-per-view. I don't blame him. But it'd be good to see Lomachenko over in the UK. UK fans will lap it up, trust me. Just almost like the way we lapped up when GGG fought Brook. We love to see these superstars over here. And I genuinely believe that we make them feel more like superstars than they are in the US. That's just because of the amount of numbers of people that will turn up to watch their fights. Fingers crossed we get Crawler versus Loma next. And then after that, no disrespect to Crawler, we get Gervonta Davis versus Loma in the US. That's my wish.